a deceitful act. Does that make sense? Okay. This one, it's called dissuade. You've probably heard the other word because this one means this is the opposite word, to persuade someone not to do something. So if you remember what persuade is, it's like convincing someone to do something, like getting them to do something. This one means to convincing someone to not do something. So we have persuade and dissuade. The example I have is, worried that he would catch a cold, she tried to dissuade him from going out on winter nights. It's like, don't do that. You're gonna get sick. You're gonna have issues. You're gonna feel very bad. You're gonna be on the couch. You're gonna need soup or you're gonna need medicine. So he tried to dissuade you, tried to convince him not to go outside because he's afraid you'll catch a cold. Does that make sense? And if you use this in your writing examples for me, I may give bonus. Oh, wait. I used that last one. I didn't delete it. This one is fathom. Fathom. It's not fathom, it's fathom. It's a verb, to understand or comprehend. I cannot fathom why you like that crabby and mean-spirited neighbor of ours. So, okay, first of all, when we in English, when we call someone crabby, it's kind of like grumpy or angry. So, or kind of like bitter and like not very happy. So what he's saying is, I can't understand why you would like that person. Like that person, like, why would you like him or her? I can't understand it. I can't comprehend it. I can't fathom it. Or does that make sense? Any questions so far? And if I ever go too fast and you want to get the slides, just email me at the end and I can send it to you guys, okay? If I ever go too fast. Okay, this one, perplex. Perplex. It's a verb, to confuse. Some of you may say English is perplexing. It's confusing. So the example I have is, Brad was perplexed by his girlfriend's suddenly distant manner. He was confused. He didn't understand, like, why is she acting like this? Or did I do something? He was perplexed. He was confused. And that happens sometimes. It's okay. Not too bad, right? Any questions? No? Okay. So, like I do like sort of learning a little bit of English idiom, and so that you can be able to understand a little bit of how people talk when it's like comfortable, not sort of academic, not sort of professional manner. And so in this one, Bill said, Sally is dropping out of school. She's getting married in 2 weeks. Mike said, she's a nitwit if she thinks that marriage is a picnic. That's no joke. Bill said, but her husband is a business tycoon. He's going to back her up for good. Mike said, well, I have to change my mind. It makes sense to take shortcuts to success in this tough and rough world. Bill said, I remember when she said that she would make her dreams come true. one way or another. Mike said, I must admit that determination pays off. So I don't think this one's too difficult. Let's see. How about I think it's soon boy. What do you think this means?
Uh, I don't get it. The words of nitwit and
Uh-huh.
the word tycoon, I think.
Okay.
She was.
So nitwit, we would kind of call like an idiot.
I
Oh,
see.
oh shoot. No, you didn't see that. Um, yeah, we would call it an idiot, and a tycoon, we would call a very wealthy business person.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I got it.
Yeah. So does that help at all?
Yes. Yes. Others, I got it. Others, I know
Yeah.
the meanings, some of the
Yeah.
words.
So what do you think this whole thing is talking about?
They are talking about Shelley's, how to say it, how Shelley is. They talk about the
Mhm,
way how she look like, the way. Mm, this is the conversation between Bill and Mike talking
mhm,
about Shelley. Yeah.
mhm. Yeah. Yeah. This is talking about how Sally is getting
Yes.
married.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and they think it's in the beginning it was a bad idea.
Yeah.
Mhm. Cool, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
But yeah, so in this one, when he says she's a nitwit if she thinks that marriage is a picnic, it's basically saying she's an idiot if she thinks that marriage is a picnic. When they mean marriage is a picnic, it's talking about it's not super easy. It's not something to just go and do. It's they're saying it's work. You gotta work at it to make things happen. I don't fully know. I'm not married, but I've heard many stories. Um, and her husband is a business tycoon. It means that he's a very wealthy businessman. Like he's very powerful and he knows what he's doing.
Mm,
When it says he's going to back her up for good, that means he's going to take care of her. Like money, he's going to make sure she's fed. She's going to make
yeah.
sure she has a house and everything.
Yeah.
Let's see. Um, it makes sense to take shortcuts to success in this tough and rough world. Basically, the saying instead of working hard in order to succeed, they, it makes sense to take a shortcut because this world is hard. Not everything's going to work. And so that's why it said in this rough and tough world, it's basically saying this world is hard. And this last one, I must admit that determination pays off. When it says pays off, like a word determination doesn't pay you any monetary or any cash. It's saying the amount of work that you do, it will reward you in the end. It pays off. Like, yeah, you get rewarded for the amount of work you put into it. Does that make sense? Any questions?
No, sir.
Okay. I hope this, like, all this helps. Let's see. And so I'll have you guys' writing assignments back to you soon because some of you sent it to me like today and I didn't get to read it. But for the writing assignment that I chose for you guys is I want you to write about a favorite moment in your life and tell me about it. it could be like anything, but one, it has to be in English. Two, I want you to like describe it, like use adjectives, use words to tell me about it. It could be like a favorite time in school. It could be where you visited a different city. It could be a different country. Just tell me about a favorite moment, and you can even use words that you learned here, but describe it. Tell it like a story, like a book. Like, I just love stories and descriptors. And if you, whenever you send it, write this down, my email. Okay. Because I was told like some people like didn't have it. Write this down. Christopher.chiu@mail.valleyforge.edu. Okay. And yeah, any writing assignment that you send, I'm going to fix and say how it would normally be written or said in English, and I will send it back to you so you're able to read it and understand. Okay, so I can like help you get better with your writing. Okay, because this is not only speaking or reading. Let's try to fix our writing. If you're going to college, it'll help so much. Any questions?
Wait, sir, when we will submit it?
I give you guys like 1 week. So I want it done like before I come back in 1 week. That's fair, right?
That's okay.
Yeah. And I don't have like a minimum or maximum. I just want you to answer what I said. As long as you answer what I wrote, then I'm happy. Any other questions?
No, sir.
Yeah. Cool.
Sir, do you have Facebook? Do you use Facebook?
I use Facebook. I want this written in my email though. Okay. Any other questions? And if anyone's watching live too, and if they feel shy about joining the call, just send me your written thing in the email. I'll still reply back, okay? Don't be shy.
Why don't you, Professor Chris,
Mhm.
why don't you give up? We don't have many students this morning, so there are only 10. So why don't you give them at least like 2 to 3 minutes student and have like a conversation with you. Let them ask whatever they want to ask so that they can practice their English.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
But
You ask them or let them ask. Okay. Yeah. Either
yeah,
way.
they can ask whatever they want.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
if does anyone want to start,
Yeah.
or we'll just pick people?
Now, student, let's go. Let's do one by one because we don't have many students. So we got only 10 students. So I can give time for all students. So let's begin with Salai Chung Boy. So Salai Chung Boy, you have got around 2 minutes to talk with professors. You can ask whatever you want to ask so that you can practice your English with him. Go ahead.
Okay. I don't have that much experience in talking with some other foreign people, but I have experience in, I have studied theology college in Bangalore. That is the first time I have experience talking with foreign people.